Hey, what's up, guys? It's I've been a little slow lately with the posting. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff, but finally here we have a video. It's some old footage back when I was in New York 2 weeks ago. I mean, not 2 weeks ago, a little longer, but I was there for 2 weeks. And it's the last Wednesday that I'm in New York City. I was pretty bored at home, and I figured I'd hit the city and go look for some other skaters. So I headed to Central Park because there's a spot. It's the band shell. I forgot the full name. There's usually some slalom skaters there, so I went down there to check if anyone was hanging out. But yeah, it was a little early. Like it was around 3 o'clock, so I imagine everyone was like at work or something. But usually, like there's a skater named Joe. He's usually here, and he's a really good slalom skater. So yeah, no luck. So I just kept skating around and like messaging people, trying to find where everyone was. I've been out of town for so long that I'm kind of out of the loop. So yeah, it was really great being back in New York. I really miss like the skate scene. It's amazing. You would think with like the whole COVID thing, it did slow down in the beginning, but then I guess when people kind of got accustomed to living with it, it just, along with the whole skating getting popular, there was a huge boom. So like right now, there's a group skate every weekday, which is crazy. It wasn't like that before. I wasn't able to attend Monday night skate, unfortunately, because the first Monday I was there, I had to like go to dinner with some friends, and then the second one, it looked like it was gonna rain, and then ultimately, like I guess the ground dried out in time. There's actually a Monday night skate, which looks pretty fun. From what I understand, it's like the most beginner-friendly one that is out right now. There's always been a Tuesday night skate. I just never filmed it. I think it's actually one of the older ones. It's like the longest running group skate. But it's kind of small. It's a small group of people, but they skate like 20 miles average, and it's a pretty fast pace. I've never filmed it though. I did attend it a lot in the beginning, but not really much at the ending. Yeah, and then there's Wednesday night skate. You guys already know that. I always film that. And Thursday night skate, which you guys saw my recent video about, which kind of became a little different. In the beginning, was more aggressive oriented, but now it's it's crazy. It's like a party on wheels. There's a little bit of everything. Now there's a Friday night skate, which is like just only aggressive skating. So it's pretty crazy. Like the New York City skate scene is like thriving right now. It's great. Well, yeah, here I'm still skating around. I'm like searching for someone to skate with because I'm pretty bored. So I'm like not doing anything crazy because my goal was to like stay in the city all day and keep on skating till Wednesday night skate, and that doesn't start till 8. So I essentially skate from 3 o'clock, and then 8 o'clock I join Wednesday night skate, and that doesn't end until like around 11. So I like skated all day. It was pretty crazy. So I think it's gonna come up now. So lately, I guess, because of the protest, the streets in New York have been like really like, I don't want to say militarized, but there's a lot of riot cops and like, I guess I don't know what kind of cops they are, but like you saw them, and they're always like waiting around. This is post-election, so I imagine they were worried that like if it wasn't the outcome people wanted, there might be some rioting. And that actually affects Wednesday night skate. You'll see it like to control people and to make sure there's no one like protesting or rioting. They like shut down streets regularly. So yeah, here I'm pretty bored. I can't find anyone. It's just me. And I got a lot of time to kill. So right now I'm making my way to 14th and Union where Wednesday Night Skate meets. But I'm like taking my time. So I don't really think I filmed this side of the city. The west side, I don't think ever, maybe. I don't really come down here. There's not much. There's that tourist trap there, the Hive. I've been there like once. So these wheels are pretty fresh. I think I used them like 3 times before this, so they were kind of sticky. I was trying to get in some power slides to just break them in. I actually usually don't power slide a lot in the street. The way I skate, it's kind of like I try to be with the traffic. You know, if I made it to the light and it was red, and it's kind of like a failure on my behalf to like gauge the whole environment. So like I only go really fast and book it if I know I can beat the red light. Otherwise, I kind of slow down. I don't really power slide, to be honest. I'm too broke to afford the wheels right now, and it's kind of unnecessary. Like I see a lot of people going like 8 miles per hour or 10 miles per hour and do power slides, and I think it's completely unnecessary. You can kill that speed really fast. So yeah, this is the Chelsea Piers. I actually went to the Chelsea Piers skate park right before this, but there was absolutely no inline skaters there. So I figured I'd take this little detour, and I enjoy this back route. So just a little side note for you guys that don't know, like I think I mentioned it earlier, but like back in Kansas where I'm staying, I usually have like respiratory issues. And it's been like a battle. Pretty much every other week I have to deal with like asthma attacks, so it's been really shitty. I post a good amount of it on like the Patreon page. I keep them updated regularly. If you guys can check that out, go over to the Patreon page. The lowest tier is like $1.50, but I'm regularly posting what I'm doing, upcoming videos, and all that good stuff. Wait, I hear it's a little darker. I've killed time. I actually get to 14th Street and Union Square like 2 hours early. Like I said, I didn't want to go home. I figured if I went home I wouldn't come back, so I skated the whole day. And I actually have to kill, like I said, almost like 2 hours. So I go to this Korean restaurant that's in the area, and it's like really expensive. So I'm like, figure whatever, I'm gonna go there, enjoy some food, kill a lot of time. And I'm like eating the food, and there's like a bartender there, and we both see a rat run by. And like he totally acts like he didn't see it. So this is like after the season ends. Usually Halloween is the season ender, like the official one. And the turnout slowly dies out because around this time it does get colder. So the turnout doesn't look that big. Yeah, and you can see here like these 360 cameras, they kind of fall apart in the dark. The footage doesn't look the best. It gets shaky because it really relies on digital stabilization and stitching, so not the best looking thing at night. But compared to the other setup I had when I was in New York, when I was using like a DSLR and a gimbal, I can actually enjoy skating. Most of the time when I'm filming, I really feel like it takes away from the experience. So over here is one of those instances where I told you where like the police block off street to like control the flow of people, or in like high traffic areas where there's more likely to be like looting or something. If you look around, you can see that like everything's boarded up. And like I said, it was in anticipation for like people getting mad about the election or something. So you see here the streets closed off. We're forced to take a detour. As you can see, I'm wearing that Made in New York hoodie. Check out our Teespring store. Pick one up. It's getting cold. So yeah, this video is on the long side. It's like 21 minutes, I think. But it gives me, something to talk over and give you guys updates as far as what's going on. So, like I said, I've been dealing with getting sick over here in Kansas. But I actually have like a lot of aggressive skating stuff. And I haven't made a video about it because like I haven't been skating as much as I'd like to. Yeah, I have like a box. I have a rail and then like this park stopper that I'm supposed to be using regularly, but I'm barely using. So yeah, this is the Manhattan Bridge. So pretty much my goal here is to like pace and just keep a steady pace the whole time. I find that a lot of people here do like mad dashes and they get far and then they burn out and I catch up to them. But being that I like skated the whole day from like 3 to like 11, it was all about pacing because I knew I'd be out there for a long time. I see like a lot of videos out there of people skating and they're like skating really intense. And in reality that can last more than like an hour because you'd be tired, Yeah, this is not the steepest bridge, but it's not really easy either. I find that like fisheye lenses really make hills look minimal. So I think here it finally starts going a little downhill. And I don't know if I cut here. I think I keep the whole thing. Yep. I'm pretty much going to keep the whole downhill portion of it. So here I have to be careful because there's like construction and every now and then it kind of funnels. And some people slow down. So I'm like, there's not too much space to pass them. So like I have to be careful. Look over here, I think one of these pinch spots. I have to be careful, there's two-way traffic. And I usually tell them, yeah, coming up on your left, and then I keep going. I know this bridge pretty well, I've done it like hundreds of times, so I know when to like start slowing down. I know what the ending is like. Back when I used to make deliveries for like Capsule, well, now you guys know, I don't think I mentioned it, but I used to make deliveries like on skates. I was a courier and I would regularly cross this bridge to go make deliveries in Brooklyn. See right there, I'm warning her that I'm coming from the left because it's kind of like a little tight there. I didn't want to run her over. So here I know that I'm approaching the end, so I start doing some carving to burn some speed. But I don't have to come to a complete stop. There's a nice runoff area. I just wanted to kill some speed. Throwing a little bit of soul slide in there. I haven't really been skating a lot, like I said, so I'm extremely rusty. It's pretty terrible. I find that like these like super fisheye lenses always make my stride look weird because they always distort one of them, so whatever leg is closer to the camera. So sometimes like I don't even know if it's like my skating is that uneven or if it's just the camera overdoing it. But yeah, I just don't like the way it looks. So over here, Seth is gonna do a little video bomb kind of thing that I didn't notice until afterwards. So here we are on the Brooklyn Promenade, I think. Is that what it's called? Probably should know what it's called, but we usually end up at this spot. And following it, there's this really steep hill that no one really likes doing.
I just don't like the bottom of it.
So what sucks about it is that it goes straight to like a T intersection. Like there's a red light and it's just like not pretty good for when you go in full speed. So here, I figure I'd carve down it. I go ahead of everyone because I don't want to deal with doing these carves and then some people just zooming by me. So I go ahead of everyone. Like I said, this is a really steep hill. I don't know if you can tell. I feel like these cameras downplay it. And then eventually I'm like, I can handle this. And I just take it. Yeah, recently I saw someone post a video on how to slow down going downhill. And it was pretty bad. I figure I should make one eventually on my own.
And that's how you take a hill slow.
And here I decided to film everyone coming down, their techniques. Sonic was doing a plow in the beginning. A lot of people are just carving. Some people doing drag stops, poor wheels. It's such a long hill.
The car, they'll kill my wheels. I'm just bombing it. Oh, I have a heel brake. The carving. I don't know what that is. The drag stop.
And you can see that guy doing really wide carves with the light up wheels.
The wide V.
Like super wide carves.
The wide V. The wide V. He's not losing speed though. The drag.
Yes, like I said, this is like a fisheye, so like the faraway shots are pretty terrible.
Really passive car.
Yeah, there's a guy spinning out there. He keeps on spinning. I don't know if you can see him.
Not over yet. The car. Crazy spinning out of control. The car. He's bombing it, but can he handle the ending?
Yeah, that's the dangerous part too. See, there's cars can come in two spots. So imagine bombing this full speed and then that car cuts you off,
Pneumatic brakes.
only to be followed, like if you survive to go to the red light.
A really long car. Look, he's literally going.
Yeah, there's a
back.
guy, I don't know if you can see him, he's doing figure eights down the hill. Like he's going up and back down, up and back down. It's really hard to see. But the other guy next to him is actually Alan. And you'll see he's doing like continuous power slides.
Down the hill.
It's pretty funny.
I probably shouldn't do commentary. I'll do it later.
See, another power slide. I don't recommend doing this for going downhill. You shouldn't continuously power slide. It's pretty ridiculous.
Good lord. Is that Alan? Maybe.
Yeah, see, another power slide. And then one of the staff members in Wednesday Night Skate goes up there, I guess helped him out.
Alan is doing consecutive power slides.
Wait, this is pretty much the end of the video because I was skating all day and I was on one battery. So it's about to die. Well, yeah, anyways, I guess this was a good way to just keep in touch and like talk with you guys. Like I said, if you're on the Patreon, I normally post like more stuff about what's happening, the videos that I'm making, what's coming up next. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and don't forget to leave a like and all that stuff. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.